Hey, this is Sasha, and thanks for joining me here for another episode on Backstage Income, where I share with you how to build and grow a profitable business. Now, in today's episode, I'm going to go ahead and share with you what most photographers do wrong when it comes to their website. And this could really apply to just about any industry as well. So if you're interested in really learning more, you might want to check out some of the marketing courses that I have available on our website. And you can check out backstageincome.com for all those good stuff. So let's kind of get started. I'll show you some insight. Okay, so I have a blank browser page up right now, and what you might want to check out is, hey, what is it that's going on beneath the surface on your website? And I'm just going to pull up any wedding photographer, and I'll go through a couple websites just doing kind of website reviews and tell you what most people do wrong when it comes to their wedding photography website. It could be just photography in general. But let's say I'm looking for wedding photography in New Jersey. Not that I'm in New Jersey, but you can see that, hey, we got a list of wedding photographers. Here's some ads, and let's just kind of check out a couple of photographers. I don't want to go too much to the first page because it gives you all these, directories like The Knot and Wedding Wire and so forth. So here, what we want to do is go to kind of a personal photographer site. So I'll pull up a couple of these. I'm not really sure which one will suit me as an example since I'm doing this live and on the fly. And my whole point to you is to evaluate your own website and see what it is that you're doing right and wrong based on here what I'm going to tell you. And the big thing that you need to understand is that most photographers or most business people in general are focused on themselves. Hey, here's the credentials I have. Here's what I've done. Here's a little about me and my family. When in reality, you need to shift and pivot that focus on your target customer. It's not about you and your family. And you might say, hey, those are some nice tidbits to go ahead and connect with the customer or audience. And yeah, in general, you could say, hey, well, I have a dog who I love taking pictures of, but you transform it to kind of a thing that you could do for other pet owners. If you have 3 kids, you could say, hey, I also enjoy taking family pictures of kids and young ones. So that way, all of a sudden the people that are interested in maybe doing baby photos or interested in doing family photos flip the switch and say, hey, they could do this as well. Because now you have people who are looking for wedding photography, it flips the switch. But you really just want to stay in and be targeted. So let's take a look here, and I'm just going to go here, meet Heather. I have no idea who Heather is, but hey there, I'm Heather. I'm the owner and photographer of Boswick Photography. I love being able to capture the love of 2 individuals, amazing, wonderful couples each day. I'm a visual storyteller. I am passionate. Do you see how there's a lot of eyes? If you're looking for a photographer that grows a personal connection with you, gives you amazing, feel free. I'm the gal for you. So there's very little benefits beyond kind of the subjective, right? It's kind of beneficial to the point where, hey, I'm building a connection with her, and yeah, there's a great happy face there. There's great words that are, but hey, if I'm looking for a wedding photographer, someone that's on time, someone that's reliable, if I'm looking for someone that captures images in black and white and sepia and can do the editing, I have no idea if she can handle that. I mean, I could look through her portfolio. I could maybe call her up and ask her these things. But as a person who's buying these things from that initial point, I don't get that feeling. So there's some other things. Hey, my husband and I have 2 adorable kitties. Okay, Shadow, our oldest. So, okay, does she also do pet photography? I got a cat, maybe, but there's nothing in there that says she does those kinds of things. Netflix, okay, movie buff, okay, so what is it about movies? So you're trying to build a connection. Yes, I understand. That's what a lot of photographers try to do, but this is not always the most ideal approach, because if I'm reading the about page, I'm okay, but does she have any art experience? Someone who maybe is interested in art experience, they don't see these kinds of things here. So that's ultimately what you're trying to do, is connect with how can I help you? Or in other words, how can you help me if I'm having a wedding and I'm your client? How can you help me? It's not just about, hey, maybe you're a fun person, but so are millions of other people. It's about what is it that you can do for me. I'm looking for my wife or future bride to be happy, satisfied with great photos. That's what I'm interested in. That's what I'm looking to find. Someone who's reliable on time, isn't going to bail on us. Someone who has some art experience, has done 750 weddings, whatever the case is. Everybody's got different needs, but that's what I'm looking for. Let's look at another one here. Okay, here I'm going to go to another about page. Okay, great photo. Okay, in 2004, I graduated from Montserrat College of Art with the Photography Award Founder Scholarship and Bachelor of Fine Arts in Photography. Since graduation, I've been photographing weddings, engagements, family portraits, private events, and all of a sudden, this is a little bit of a shift. As far back, I have always been drawn to photography. I love taking pictures to this day. Okay, so right away, you can see this is a bit of a shift. It's still not ideal. So what can you do to make something like this better? Okay, first off, I'm going to zoom in just because it's tough to read this, especially if you're older, let's say renewing your vows, man, it's going to be so tough. But here, I graduated art college, photography award founder, and bachelor degree. Okay, so 2-3 degrees, fine. But I graduated this college with doing, and I have experience to be able to do X, Y, and Z. Since graduation, I have been photographing weddings, engagements, family portraits, private events, in fact, ever since. And since that time, I've helped 342 couples. As far back, I have always been drawn to photography. That's fine. You can build a connection. I love taking pictures to this day. Nothing has changed. I carry my camera around. Again, a little bit of gear. People who are interested in the gear, that might be. I carry around my 35mm camera everywhere I go, and it creates and makes me a better photographer, right? What is the benefit? It means I never leave my camera. What's the benefit to me, right? I swoon over the bridal compositions, dreamy glowing light. Let's see, what else? When I'm not behind you can find me viewing my current exhibitions on display. So again, you can see there's a little more connections, career path, pre-college. So this one's a little bit better, but of course you want to expand it further and deeper so that anything that you use the word so that all of a sudden can give you a much better sense of what is it that you can do for me? So that I've done this since graduation, I've been photographing weddings, blah, 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 so that I can now make your wedding, your family portraits, a much richer experience, a much easier experience with perfection. So that way you don't have to worry about doing your hair. You don't have to stress about the editing process. You don't have to worry about the posing. I've studied posing, so I'll pose you in the perfect manner and way. You don't have to look awkward. So all of those things would be beneficial to kind of add in. So I hope you can see my point. I just did two, but pick any one photography website company, and you can see, hey, I have old keys, maps, and anything sunflower yellow. I became a photographer because of that giddy feeling when I get, okay, feelings, just take a look. If your website has a bunch of I's, my favorite, I usually laugh. It's missing the you part. It's missing how can you help your customer. I usually laugh at my own jokes and which makes me very approachable. It makes me fun to be at weddings and interact with your guests. Oh, great. I would love to have a photographer at my wedding that can talk to other people and get great captures, right? So that's a benefit. Yeah, you could leave everything as is, but add that benefit, right? And that's what you want to think about for your own website. And as you look at the About page, as you start digging deeper into the information, the packages, the contact page, the blog, it's about them. It's about your customer. It's about what you can do for them. How can you make their day, their life a lot easier, more fun, more engaging, save them time, save them money, and create a beautiful experience for them. Anyways, I hope that you found this video helpful and insightful. It's not just about photographers, it's also about just digging deeper into your business. But if you enjoyed this marketing tip, tactic, and technique and idea, feel free to check out some of my other videos and even get deeper with some of my marketing courses. Remember, hit subscribe here on YouTube to give you more insight and details Or, of course, you could join my newsletter list by clicking the link right over here. Thanks again, and remember, do what you love, contribute to other people, but most importantly, live life abundantly. I'll see you in the next time.